Hello guys, in this video we will see the solution of cloud computing week 2 assignment 2. The last date for this assignment is 4th Feb. So let's see the first question. Para virtualization is best described as, so the correct answer for this question is B. Modify the guest OS to use the hypervisor aware interface for certain privilege operation. So let's also see the explanation for this question. So this is the explanation. Guest OS is modified and privileged instructions. So the correct option for first question is B. Now move to the second question. Which statement about a community cloud is most accurate? So for this question, the correct option is B. Shared infrastructure among several organizations with similar compliance and regulatory needs. So we will also see the explanation for this question. These are the different types of clouds, and community cloud is one shared cloud infrastructure used by a specific community or organization with common interest or requirement. So the correct option for this question is B. The third question, when an organization consider using an outsourced private cloud, a private cloud hosted operated by a third party, which of the following should be explicitly considered? The correct option for this question is D. All the three statements are true. We will also check the explanation like outsourced community cloud, network dependency, risk for multi-tenancy, and potential strong security for external threats. So all the three available options are correct. So correct option is D. Now to the fourth question. So fourth question, when processing very large XML file in a memory constrained environment and where the application need explicit control over the parsing flow, which XML parser APIs is most appropriate? So in this question, the correct option is C, STAX. So we will also see the description for this question. So DOM is not suitable as it load the entire document with the memory. So this one is incorrect. And SAX use the manual memory but offer a limited control over the parsing. So this one is also not a correct. So our correct answer is STX is a pull based parser which allow the application to explicitly control when to pull the next event, offering both low memory uses and explicit control, making it more appropriate choice for the specific requirement. The correct answer for fourth question is C. Fifth question, a hypervisor with a hardware assisted virtualization so 40% CPU uses while VMs report only 50% utilization. What explain the 25% gap? So that 25% gap explain the context switching, memory management, and input output emulation overhead. So correct option is B. We will also see the explanation for this question. So 25% CPU is used by the hypervisor itself for VM scheduling, context switching, and memory handling and input output work. This overhead is normal and not visible inside the VM. And why the other options are wrong? So the correct option is B. Now move to the sixth question. Which statement clarifies the hypervisor, virtual machine monitor, and cluster manager? So the correct option is B. And we will also see the explanation like hypervisor or virtual machine means the same things. The software that run and isolate VMs. And our virtual machine manager adds higher level features like orchestration, lifecycle management, and APIs. And a cluster manager manages multiple physical hosts, scheduling, failovers, resource pooling. So the correct option for sixth question is B. Now move to the seventh question. Speed and flexibilities are the disadvantage of para virtualization. So this statement is false. These are the advantages of para virtualization, not a disadvantages. Now move to the eighth question. Which mechanism was specifically designed as a registry discover approach for web services? The correct answer for eighth question is D, UDDI. We will also see the explanation. These are the web service component, and UDDI is one that is universal description, discovery, and integration specific, a mechanism to register and load web service based applications. So the right option for it question is D. Now move to the ninth question. Which of the following problems are effectively addressed by traditional web services and which are not? So the correct option for this question is B. Statement 1 and 4th are correct, and third one is not correct in this question. We will also see the explanation. Like traditional web services do firewall traversal by HTTP or HTTPS, interoperability across the languages and OSs, service discovery using the registry like UDDI, and they do not addresses the ultra low latency real-time communications. So our correct option is B. First, the second and fourth are addressed, and third one is not addressed. Now move to the last question. Service oriented architecture model relationship primarily amongst, so correct option is C, three entities: a service provider, a service requester, and a broker and registry. And we will also the explanation of this question, like service or oriented architecture consists of relationship between three entities: a service provider, a service requester, and a broker. So correct answer is C. Thank you for watching this video. If you find the video helpful, then subscribe the video. Thank you.